For the millions of people that are being impacted of inflation, a silver lining has emerged in the form of plummeting gas prices. The average price at the pump for regular unleaded is now around $3.41 a gallon, but it's not clear how long this downward trend is going to last. Sam Brock has more.
It's hard to find a single staple of the American economy that impacts our collective pocketbooks more than gas prices. Which is why when they fall, it provides a noticeable lift for families.
Big difference.
And falling, they are. The national average this morning, $3.40 a gallon. That's down about 40 cents from a month ago and more than $1.60 from a peak of $5.02 in the middle of June. 8 states are currently under $3 a gallon, part of a growing trend.
The national average could fall under $3 a gallon, even ahead of our forecast, which were for potentially that to happen by Christmas. So we continue to see gas prices fall at a very brisk pace.
Plunging oil and gas prices are being driven in large part by a deepening recession in Europe, rising interest rates in the U.S., and COVID outbreaks in China, slowing the world's second largest oil consumer. But the fragile fall in fuel prices could easily take a turn. Starting today, the European Union putting a price cap on Russian oil at $60 a barrel.
What is the net impact of the EU deciding that we will only buy Russian oil at this price point or less?
It's significant that the EU is coming together to make this fairly significant agreement and risk this potentially backfiring. Russia could simply choose to stop exporting oil. So this is kind of a high stakes game here.
At the same time, there's the arrival of cold weather, and Americans are bracing for higher heating bills, likely paying in the neighborhood of 50 to 100% more than last winter.
It was absurd, from, a $90 bill a month to like 360 some odd dollars.
Now, the good news, it could be worse, with many utility companies locking in much of their oil supplies when rates were lower and domestic resources of natural gas still robust. Well, if you feel that you don't get enough time away from work, there is a reason for that. The U.S. ranked second to worst in the world when it comes to how much paid vacation workers get. Now, that's according to an analyst by Resume.io, which reviewed data from close to 200 countries. It found Americans only receive, on average, 10 paid vacation days, which has a direct impact on work-life balance. On the other end of the spectrum, Iran came in first, where on average, employees get 53 paid vacation days per year.